Today we're discussing the case Brown v. Board of Education of Topeka, 347 of 1954. The question is, does the segregation of public education based solely on race violate the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment? I'm joined now by voices from both sides of debate. Oliver Brown, who is accusing the board of unfairly segregating the schools, his supporters, and the appellee representative, the board itself. The Kansas state unfairly segregated the schools, and we demand the right for black children to be admitted to the so-called white schools. Representative, for or against?
I think that's ridiculous.
You think that's ridiculous?
Yeah.
I want to present my arguments. As declared by lower courts, such actions are legal under Plessy v. Ferguson and the resulting separate but equal doctrine. Both the black and white schools provide proper education, and each school is designated for its race. The Delaware court did allow for the black kids to be admitted to the white schools because they are superior. Does that not highlight how unequal the education facilities are? And what about the 3-month semester in black schools?
Well, it doesn't matter. The schools are still equal.
Well, as far as I know, our organization found out that the black schools instill an inferiority mindset and affect the education of African American children and have a lower quality of education. That doesn't sound equal to me, and under the Equal Protection Clause in 14th Amendment, the education should be equal for all. We're expected to follow the ideal that was adopted with slavery, where the blacks don't show any resistance and just say, "You do your thing, we trust you," to the whites. But modern times are not the same, and I don't see how underfunded black schools can provide nearly as good of education as white schools.
I don't see the need to repeal the previous decisions, and the government does everything possible to make the systems equal. It hurts me to my heart that you think we don't put in all the effort to give good education to everyone. I just don't see why it was such a problem for the courts to let in my kids. The school is closer to us, and it shouldn't matter whether they are white or black kids asking for admission. Like, look at Delaware. They argued, but they let in the black kids into white schools. We're ready to announce the decision. As proven by social science facts of present time, the facilities are separated but in no way are equal. Under the 14th Amendment Equal Protection Clause, we must prohibit denying admittance into schools based on race, and will establish integration to provide a truly equal education for all races.